Hey travelers, welcome back to Beyond Build Mode. If you're new here, I'm Dagmarok, and on this channel we create cozy, sci-fi inspired builds in No Man's Sky. All glitch-free, all mod-free, so every build you see here can be recreated whether you're on PC or console. Today's episode is a special one for my fellow tabletop nerds and fantasy and space lovers. We're stepping out of Star Trek territory and diving straight into Dungeons & Dragons, because today we're building a Spelljammer-inspired Dragonfly class corvette. I caught the D&D bug several years ago when we hosted some friends who recommended we give it a try, and ever since I've been hooked. I wanted to do this build because I'm about to DM my first ever homebrew campaign, and it's all I can think about. So give us a shout in the comments if you're a dungeon crawler too and would like to see more D&D inspired builds. Alright, let's take a look at the finished ship. This build is my No Man's Sky tribute to the classic Spelljammer Dragonfly, a fast, maneuverable, small crew vessel used by adventurers, explorers, wizards, and the occasional smuggler who promises they're definitely not smuggling. It's a ship of mystery, trouble, chaos magic, and bad decisions, so naturally I had to build one. I wanted this corvette to feel like a hybrid between the D&D lore and the real-world insect it's named after. So you'll see the long segmented body, the big abdomen, the perched posture, but also the whimsical fantasy vibe of a Spelljammer craft darting between worlds. And like all my builds, this one is made entirely with standard build tools. No glitches, no imports, and no scaffolding nightmares. Well, you can make your mind up about that last one when we get to the wings, but even so, this is a clean, accessible build that anyone can recreate. So my new viewers know I use a reverse deconstruction build method to keep the video streamlined and not waste everyone's time watching me dig through build components and build, delete, and rebuild as I design my ships. And for playing and filming purposes on console, this is the best method I've found, but I have had some comments from viewers that it can be hard to discern what parts I'm using because they aren't seeing the parts as they're selected from the build menu, and it can be difficult to identify what a part is when you only see it rotated or inverted. So in this and new videos, I'll be including a snapshot of the parts from the wiki as we go, and I hope that'll help folks who are interested in trying to build their own version of my builds. With that update, let's break down how this ship comes together. For the first level, I used the new hydraulic legs because I thought they best resembled a dragonfly's legs when in use, although when landed they don't really lend themselves much to the aesthetic. And I chose the Ambassador class loading bay because I wanted a softer angle for the body of the ship. For the cockpit, I chose the Titan class cockpit because of the roof decorations. For the second level, I continued with the Thunderbird walkways instead of habs to give me more flexibility as I built out the surrounding hull. And I utilized the firebox fairing for the top center of the Dragonfly's head. This sets the foundation for the ship before going on to those long segments of the body. For the third level, I start off with Thunderbird walkways near the front, again for more customization as I go through the build process. And as I near the longer body segments, I start using Thunderbird habs. After reaching a sufficient length for my design, I cap the end of the hab with a longshore thruster. Next, we round everything out with hull pieces. I'm going to start on the underside of the body with the seamless window, an inverted Argonaut cowling, additional longshore thruster, and additional inverted Argonaut cowling will complete the middle long body segment. And an additional inverted Argonaut cowling and an inverted turbine cowling will complete the rear long body segment. Now let's work on the sides of the ship. Since I imagine my player living in this ship for long stretches, I want lots of windows. So I'm using the seamless window on the walkway behind the cockpit and on the walkways in the back half of level 2. Then I'll use a fuel pod cover rim on the walkway behind the cockpit window we just placed, and a fuel pod cover on the side of the cockpit, inverted. And another one stacked right above the inverted one, finishing out this side of the Dragonfly's head with another fuel pod cover. Then we'll add shaping to the sides of the body segments with the engine cover and the fuel pod cover, both inverted, for the sides of the hull pieces we added earlier on both of the body segments. Stacked on top of the rear body segment, we'll add the engine cover and the fuel pod cover. These will finish out the shaping for this segment. The middle segment, however, will get the fuel pod cover rim and engine cover rim because we'll be adding a level above it. And the top of the front body segment will get back-to-back fuel pod cover rims for the same reason. We'll repeat these steps on the other side of the Dragonfly's body. This is what's going to create that natural, almost organic curve that sells the creature ship hybrid look. And on the top of the Dragonfly head, place the Medusa class reactor and your preferred weapon system. I used the Infraknife platform because it looked the most buggy to me, and I decided to place the defense field on the back of the rear segment. Once you've reached this step, you'll largely have the Dragonfly ship body complete, and it'll be down to the top deck and the wings. Placement and shaping of the top deck will largely be up to you as the builder. I use the golden counters for this because I like the snapping placement options provided in the build tools better than free placing these or similar parts. Keep in mind, getting your first counter placed symmetrically is super important for this step, because with snap building counters, if you delete one piece, you can delete the whole counter. For the legs, I used scaled up robotic arm decor pieces to mimic a real dragonfly's posture. These pieces fit nicely under the hull caps. If you delete the whole part, place the legs, and put the whole part back on. That'll give you a clean, tucked-in look. Just rotate the robotic arm piece in whatever angle and direction you prefer or think looks best. The wings are easily the most complicated part of this build. I found that building a walkway out of the light-up dance floor around the Dragonfly ship helped a lot during this process. If you choose to do that, give yourself a lot of room and start your walkway from the top deck. I also wanted my wings to have symmetrical shapes and length on each side of the Dragonfly, so I used the dance floor to create a scaffold for the wings, guiding my wing angle and length. Using this as a guide, I placed the decor pieces that would make up my wings one by one, resizing them as I went. Once I was done with building my wings, I deleted the scaffold, leaving a few pieces at the base of each wing to resemble the spine of the wing. For the wing parts, we're using the sail palm, a quicksilver decor part that you can get on the Anomaly. Each part is stacked, tilted, and angled manually to create that delicate, lacy dragonfly wing effect. Now, let's take a look inside. I recently did some Quicksilver shopping and found a decal that matches my Traveler, so I decided to use it as a marker on my ship's primary loading bay doors moving forward. In the loading bay, you'll also find storage, a mission radar, a health station, and a custom computer console setup, just because. You'll notice that in the cockpit, even though we have hull pieces on each side and the top, your view isn't obstructed. On level 2, this level is open, bright, and lined with big windows. I haven't decorated these rooms yet, so if you have ideas, drop them in the comments. I'm thinking maybe a wizard workshop or a maybe arcane library. I'm open to suggestions. The third level has more storage and leads down the abdomen toward the crew mess, the weapon station, and the berths. At the end of the hall, you'll find access to the top deck, the exterior battle platform. I used golden counters as the railings and left the back section open for easy jumping off, because sometimes you just need dramatic flair. So here she is in all her glory, the Dragonfly Corvette, perched on a tree in a humid, misty world. Since real dragonflies love water, it felt fitting to land the ship somewhere alive with moisture and color, even if Spelljammer Dragonflies technically can't land on water. As always, if you enjoyed this build, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, especially if you want to catch the next episodes. I've got a Viking ship build coming, and then a full Battlestar Galactica Corvette. If you have a favorite sci-fi or fantasy ship you'd love me to create in No Man's Sky, leave it in the comments. And I'm thinking about creating some dungeons. I'm Dagmarok, this is Beyond Build Mode, and until next time, keep building, keep exploring, and I'll see you out among the stars.